What's up guys, Jordan here. Apparently it's Christmas again because Taco Bell just dropped another new item. What is that item? It is the Cheesy Street Chalupas. Okay, I'm super excited to dig in. Let's go ahead and check out what they gave us. Alright, so here they are. They come in pairs, available in either chicken or steak. I went ahead and got chicken because they just came out with the grilled steak burritos. So I had 2 steak burritos recently. Let's go ahead and try the chicken. So it comes with their slow roasted Cantina Chicken style stuff. It looks like that jalapeno sauce, some cilantro and white onions, a mini chalupa shell with almost like it's like a thicker flour tortilla and cheese kind of crusted up in there. These 2 chalupas were clearly cooked in different batches because it is night and day. Yes, this one's a little bit more on the toasty side, but it's probably good still. You know, anywho, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and rely on our favorite cup for some sauce. Ooh, what am I thinking? Diablo? I think it's Diablo. What kind of sauce do you like to eat with your tacos from Taco Bell? Yeah, I'd be curious about that. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so here we go. I went ahead and went with the well done chalupa first. Gotta say, it looks pretty tasty. All right, cheers. Alright, so immediately, this one was definitely overcooked a bit. I'm getting a little bit of Cap'n Crunch mouth. Again, you know, very tender roof of my mouth, the gums and stuff. I know if I keep on eating this one, it's actually gonna just decimate my mouth. So, but I have to say, flavor is good. You know, the fry bread, it's basically double fry bread. This is like a really thick flour tortilla, but the chicken tastes great. The sauce is good. Obviously the onions and cilantro pops. Can't really taste that cheese. I actually want to go ahead and kind of pull this apart and see. So it looks like there's a little cheese layer here, maybe like a Monterey Jack kind of cheese. It's a white cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of like Monterey Jack, if I had to guess. And since I'm already tearing it apart, I went ahead and took apart the outer shell or tortilla just to see what that tastes like. It's basically just a thicker flour tortilla. Basically a bread, a notch down from a chalupa bread. So it's almost like double chalupas, but thin and the regular thickness. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the other one. It looks a little bit softer. We're gonna try this one with fire sauce. Gotta say, this one looks really good. It's a lot softer. The eating experience should be way better. So I don't know what's end to go with, but we'll go ahead and go with this end first. All right, so I have to say, this one tasted way better. The eating experience tasted way better. So, like every chalupa, the general rule is the softer, the better. You know, when they overcook it, when they over fry it, it gets too crispy, it jacks up your mouth. So another thing we have to worry about is actually this cheese crust, this cheese crisp. It's very crunchy, and that also will jack up your mouth. So the eating experience may vary, but overall it is pretty good. All right, so what's the verdict? If we're going strictly based off flavor, it's delicious, okay? It utilizes the Cantina style chicken, the slow cooked shredded chicken. Fantastic product. I love it when Taco Bell utilizes that in different dishes. You know, the chalupa, mini street chalupas, awesome. When chalupas are made good and fresh, they're delicious. When, you know, they're not made so fresh and overcooked, they're a little rough. You know, these come in pairs, so I guess I was fortunate that one was cooked well and the other one a little bit overcooked. You know, it could have been worse. They both could have been overcooked. Right now, my mouth is tender. You know, it got a little bit, it got torn up just a little bit from that rough first one. But the second one, luckily I switched. You know, I didn't finish the first one. My mouth is safe, okay? But it tastes good. It's cheesy. The cheese crisp, it's a good idea. It's obviously super trendy, you know, to do the cheese crisps. But I believe this is the second or third time they've released it. They may have just done a street taco chalupa and then did a cheese crisp version. And this is the second time they're doing the cheese crisp. But I know for sure within the last year, they've done 2 other iterations of this. And I have had them before. You know, I knew kind of what to expect. I think they're good. I mean, again, I've gotten them at least, I believe the first time they came out, I got them a few times. The second time, the cheese crisp, I don't think I like the cheese crisp as much as I would without it. Again, just for the eating experience. It tastes better with the cheese crisp, but again, it leads to more kind of damage on the roof of your mouth. So, you know, I think it's cool. I think it's tasty. Is it something that I would get again? I would eat it again. However, that kind of brings me to my next thing. Just the 2 chalupas, it's $5.99 just for the 2 street chalupas. That's kind of pricey. Okay. You compare that to the deluxe cravings box for $7 where you get a drink, a chalupa, a regular size chalupa, chicken, steak, beef, whatever, supreme, a beefy 5-layer, a crunchy taco, and a nacho cheese and chips for $7. So for $1 extra, you can have a whole meal. I don't know. You know, if I'm looking at those 2 things, I'm gonna get that meal every time. You know, this is not that much different than a regular chalupa, and honestly, I don't think it's that much better either. If you want, you can modify it. Modify your giant chalupa to have this, okay? This comes in chicken and steak, okay? Get yourself a chicken or steak chalupa in the box. Take off lettuce, take off tomatoes, take off the sour cream. Add this sauce, add onions, okay, or pico or whatever. You basically got the same thing, all right? So, would I pay $5.99 for this again? No, I wouldn't. I think it's good, but you try it once. Try it once and you're probably good. Unless you just really like, or if you're a small eater and you're just gonna eat this, go for it. You know, I don't think it's not worth the money, but it's also not worth the money. I'm just right there. I think it's a good product. I'd have no regrets spending $5.99 on this today, but I probably won't do it again. With that said, I think it's cool. I think it's tasty. You know, so, anywho, have you had these before? Again, this is a returning item. It's not really that new. If you have, let me know what you think down below. Are you gonna try them? You know, do you like them? Do you not like them? What'd you think about this video? Leave me a like, dislike. Let me know why you disliked it down below also. I would love to hear you out and find things to improve on. Are you subscribed? No? Maybe you should subscribe. That'd be cool. I'd love to have you here and see you around, you know, on future videos. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my dinner. I hope you have an amazing day, and I appreciate you for watching. So until next time, peace.